Neurodiversity, I guess, is just celebrating the differences in people and recognising that they aren't things that we need to fix about them, but they're things that make them special and amazing.
The term neurodiversity allows people to understand that, you know, people think and act differently, and our brains are different, and there's kind of there's beauty in diversity, and we know that from other types of diversity.
So I have Asperger's syndrome,
autism and dyspraxia,
dyslexia, ADHD, and dyspraxia.
I'm dyslexic.
Primary school wasn't the easiest, like growing up and stuff. Like there was a lot of like tantrums growing up, like a lot of issues, like probably like putting on like medication and stuff just to like control my anger.
Struggle to forget people's names or stuff, or struggle to forget certain things as a result of that. And I may struggle to, like, you know, make friends, or struggle to make, you know, to hold on jobs. But, you know, people kind of get frustrated with that if they don't actually know.
In school, for like the first few years, it was very difficult for people to like joke around with me, because you've met Irish people. They're very big on like humor that could almost offend you if you didn't know it was a joke. So I'd get very angry. But eventually I was like able to just sit down and be like, I need to figure this stuff out. And it's been much easier then.
I saw like people being like malice or bad people. It's just because there isn't enough knowledge on it. So
if you would have asked me this before, I wouldn't have a clue. I probably never even heard the word.
I think schools work really hard to create good environments for children, and I think over the last number of years in Ireland, our understanding of neurodivergence has grown, but I still think we have a lot of way to go.
They do have a sensory room down on my bottom floor in school, and there's a unit and stuff where I can just go down and take a break.
So Lana has started school, and they have been really good and put monkey bars into her classroom beside her desk and into the yard. So anytime that she needs to hang upside down or just regulate herself, she can do it without having to ask anybody.
There's so much I love about being I's mum. You know, like, she gives us such joy. She just made us all be better people. I mean, we say that all the time. I just feel like before I wasn't thoughtful. I didn't think about how small things can really make a day great or terrible for other people.
Being a parent is understanding the word worry for the first time in its fullest extent. You know, and then you just worry as they get older that they'll reach the milestones, that they'll walk, they'll talk, they'll, you know, integrate well in nursery, they'll make friends, they'll do well academically in school, they'll settle, they won't get bullied. I mean, the list is endless.
Yeah, I mean, something that always sticks out for me, I guess, is like when I, you know, she wouldn't get asked on play dates, you know, and my son's on one like every day. But a mom asked her on a play date, like a play date without me. And my first reaction was like, you know, I hate to say it, but I was like, I wonder, does she, you know, not know I is autistic, and that might be a bit harder and she might have to change things. And she was like, I do. And, you know, she was like, you know, my daughter just really wants to show her the bunnies, and, you know, she loves Aya. And I was like, God, like, I literally like bawled. Like, I was so excited for her.
I feel bad when people have to like go out of their way to accommodate me and stuff like that. But on the whole, I'm just like, well, this is me and this is how I have to exist. I've gotten kind of used to it at this point.
Yeah, it was just kind of like people not understanding me. I just wish more people would like understand and like realize that like I'm not gonna be able to make friends quicker. I'm not gonna be able to socialize like as easy as everyone else. I didn't really get like a lot of things like everyone else does. I just wish like people kind of took their time or just to understand.
Particularly in school would be sound. Like when I did music, people were very like, oh, we've been given ukuleles. We need to play these as loudly as possible. My music teacher, and I'm really happy that he did this, noticed that I was like doubled over like this. And he just kind of said, do you want to just leave the room and like come back whenever you feel ready?
yes, well, obviously the ADHD people think it's kind of people running up walls and being all hyperactive. They think dyspraxia is only the lack of ability to not catch a ball or something, whereas it's a lot more than that. It's, you know, sometimes it's the ability to struggle to like find the correct words or spatial awareness to walk in the correct line.
She's definitely made one friend at least anyway, because we've heard reports of one name.
We know for neurodiverse children, often they have challenges in terms of, I suppose, accessing the world, participating in lots of different activities, particularly in school, making friends, participating in sports, leisure activities, all those kind of things. And one of the big barriers to that for neurodiverse children is something called sensory processing. And a lot of occupational therapists have expertise in sensory processing. That's why we're kind of key to supporting neurodiverse children and adults.
Having a centre that will support kids from their language to their learning approaches, it would be a game changer, because I don't think people realise at the moment that there is nothing that does that in Dublin right now. And if we could provide that for people, it would help their families, it would help their school friends, it would be so beneficial for the whole community if we can give people access to the support they need to make and help their children be successful and happy.